The Iron Mike Memorial Weekend here at Monadnock Speedway. The NEMA Midgets and the NEMA Lights here in honor of Iron Mike. And of course, that means we'll have representatives from everywhere. Joey Rogers finally got a podium earlier this year, but he'd like to see some more. He'll start him off quickly, a little quicker start than the rookie on the outside. That's Monahan. It'll take him about a lap to get him totally up to speed. Meanwhile, Beth Adams goes to the outside with Mike Stebbins right behind him. It's going to be a little dicey out there, pretty high and wide. Don't like to see it 3 wide. Beth is not afraid to drive the car into the corner. Neither is Mike. Monahan having trouble keeping that car down in the turn. He will not go any further. He tries to go high, but rides up and puts Beth and Mike in jeopardy out there. So Beth goes inside and gets a little piece of the back bumper. Stebbins is going outside. And Beth will get the advantage coming off of turn 4 and move into second place. Joey Rogers not setting a wicked fast pace, but enough to keep himself in front. And a little shot from Beth to get him moving. Didn't do a whole lot of good except to get him moving a little bit. Mustangs stacked up behind the Volkswagen, so Monahan looks to the outside, thinks he may have a shot at it, and he will go. Joel Monahan says, what the heck, no one else is going out here, I'll give it a try. It doesn't work just yet. Joey Rogers has to protect the inside now. He can't protect everybody behind him. Monahan a little bit more going into the corner, 2 laps to go. Rogers, Monahan, Adams, Stebbins, and Pomasco, Raymond and Collins. And Monahan looks like he breaks free. Finally, able to get it out there and turn it up a little bit. White flag is out. We have a new leader, Monahan. Rogers drops back to third as Mike Stebbins powers by in the Honda. And it looks like it's going to be a battle for third between Rogers and Adams. And it'll be Rogers. Adams 4th, 5th goes to Raymond, 6th to Pomasco, 7th to Collins. Your winner is Joel Monahan with Mike Stebbins and Beth Adams 1, 2, and 3. Joey Rogers rather, then Beth Adams. Louis from Brookfield, Mass., although he spends his time up here at Fine Line Auto Wholesalers working on cars. 8 laps, 6 qualifiers, here they come. Missing from the original lineup, the 98 of Bill Lambert and the 15 of Chris McTaggart, who lost an engine in practice. Dana Shepard doesn't waste any time getting out in front in the 43, and he's got her cooking. Dana Shepard, good lead on McKnight, Lizelle, and Sontag fighting for position for third. Louis Mayer 4th, and 5th is Marsh. Sontag and Lizelle still in a battle for third place. Lizelle pushes up a little bit in the Toyota. We come to halfway, and it's Dana Shepard, Kevin McKnight, Sontag and Lizelle, Louis Mayer, and Ethan Marsh. White flag is waiting shortly. Only lap 5. There'll be a couple more laps. It might give somebody a chance to catch up to Dana. Now there's 2 left. Dana Shepard cruising out in front with McKnight, Sontag, Lizelle, and Mayer. 3rd, 4th, and 5th I don't think is totally settled just yet. In fact, Louis looks like he might want to move up another notch on Lizelle. 1 to go. Lizelle falls in line behind Sontag. Keep Louis back there. And the checkered flag is going to fall for Dana Shepard, getting the qualifier win. Kevin McKnight second, Sontag third. Fourth goes to Lizelle, then Louis Mayer and Ethan Marsh. Which means here they come. On their way, Thompson gets a little bit of a jump on Rivera. Look carefully, it looks like Rivera and Muni are the camera cars in this division, so they got the GoPros on top. That'll be part of the video from Yorko Video next week. Alyssa trying to slide into second, actually trying to stay to the outside on Thompson. Lesgord has some trouble, car slows, pulls it down, is not back up to speed yet. Now he gets it squared away. Not as squared away as he wants. It looks like he's going to be heading for the pits if he can get it there. It's still Thompson, Muni, Leary, Rivera, and Johnston. Now at the halfway point, Thompson still out in front. Carey trying to find some room to slide toward the front of the field, but it's just not happening yet. Leary now sees a line on the outside, way up in that high banking, can't quite make it work. More banking in 1 and 2. That's usually more of a help to get off the corner, and it works a little bit. He gains some ground. Working the outside, Tyler Leary, 2 laps to go. James Thompson, Tyler Leary, Nancy Muni, and Bill Johnston running 1, 2, 3, and 4. Fifth place car right now is the 71 for Strebel. Leary's still trying to get a piece of the lead. 1 to go. Nancy Muni hanging in there. James Thompson using all the racetrack he's allowed. That's one side to the other. And he's looking for a checkered flag. Here they come. And it's James Thompson picking up the win. Carey made his move, but too late in the day. And in that qualifier, we're all done. James Thompson picks up the win.
Scott Bigelow out of East Hampton, Connecticut, the most recent winner in the NEMA Midgets in the 32. Green flag. Morocco to the lead in the number 25, and Payne follows right through in the 21. Anthony Payne now battling with Jake Smith. Smith in the 93 down on the inside trying to take the second spot away, and does. Smith slips upside just on the outside of Payne. Payne trying to come back using the low side of the racetrack. Here's Anthony Payne with Jake Smith side by side out of turn 2, and Smith gets the jump. Goes to second. Payne back to third, but pushes up the racetrack, and there's Kevin Hutchins. Hutchins goes underneath in the 27 to take over the third spot. Payne back to fourth, and the 31 of Paul Bigelow rounds out the top 5. Richie Morocco out in front in the number 25. Being chased now by Jake Smith. Smith, the Pennsylvania driver, in the number 93. Giving chase. But the laps are winding down. 2 to go. Morocco runs his line, not giving Jake Smith any opportunity to get around him. Meanwhile, Jake Smith a little slow out of turn number 2. That allows Kevin Hutchins a chance to catch up right behind him. White flag, 1 more lap left. Now a comfortable lead for Morocco as the checkered flag goes in the air, and Richie Morocco will win it. Jake Smith will be second. Kevin Hutchins third. Anthony Payne will be fourth. Paul Bigelow fifth. Juris Kupris will be sixth, and Dennis Potter seventh in the 0-3. Well, Richie Morocco, New Hampshire. Then the number 9, Matt Swanson from Acton, Mass. And the 29, Ryan Krachin from New Jersey in the number 29. 51 is Danny Cugini, and the 11 is PJ Sturgis. Green flag, and they're underway. Kevin Park and Megan Cugini dice it out for the lead. Megan will lead lap number 1. Now Christian Briggs, 3 wide action out of turn 2 as Briggs gets underneath Kevin Park to take over second. Here comes Matt Swanson. Swanson goes to third, and on the move is PJ Sturgis. Look at Sturgis in that number 11, slice his way through the field. PJ Sturgis, inside, outside, passing cars like they're standing still. Here comes PJ Sturgis to the cross flags, halfway through. Man, Sturgis has got this place figured out in the number 11 as he opens up a comfortable lead. Ryan Krachin for second. Christian Briggs is third, and a spin. Andy Barrows in the 46X spins around. Clark in the 52 and the aforementioned Andy Barrows in the 46X. Now, ready for the restart? Here they come. Oh, and trouble at the start. The 44 of Christian Briggs ran over the rear wheel of the number 11 of PJ Sturgis. Sturgis, who tried to get the car refired, but couldn't quite get back out on the racetrack. Tough break for Sturgis, who was really flying in that number 11, and Christian Briggs right alongside. 4 down, 4 to go in this second heat for the NEMA Lights. Green flag. Krachin back to the lead, and here comes Danny Cugini on the outside. Danny Cugini on the move in the 51. And now PJ Sturgis trying to make up some ground after having to restart at the back of the pack in the number 11. Sturgis already back up to the 4th spot and looking for more, but now less than 2 laps to go. White flag is in the air. Krachin the leader. He's got 4 car lengths over Danny Cugini in the 51. Then Matt Swanson in the 9 and PJ Sturgis in the 11. Checkered flag is in the air. Krachin will win it. Danny Cugini for second. The number 9 of Matt Swanson will be third. PJ Sturgis able to make it back up to 4th in the number 11. Christian Briggs in the 44 rounds out the top 5. So those are the qualifiers.
From Northfield, New Hampshire, the Kaiser & Son Trucking Chevrolet, and in the 14, second week back for her from East Granby, Connecticut, the F.K. Roberts car for Nikki Willett. Here we go, 8 laps. Up front, Scott McMichael with Tyler Jarvenpaugh and Brian Chapin Patnode running in 4th. With one quick one out of the way, McMichael still looking for his first Monadnock Speedway win in a modified. This is his first full season driving these cars here at Monadnock. McMichael and Jarvenpaugh Chapin, Patnode, and Kimball, with Kaiser and LeClaire. Then Nikki Willett had a lot of coaching in practice in the 14 with a little help from Russ Hersey trying to help her set that car up. Halfway through the event now. She'll get the handles on it here sooner or later. Scott McMichael figured out how to get off of turn 4 quickly, as does Les Kaiser. McMichael, Jarvenpaugh. 6 cars will make the cut when we have to set up the qualifying with 2 laps to go. Bubble car right now is Kaiser. White flag is out for Scott McMichael. Tyler Jarvenpaugh, then the 44 of Chapin sits in 3rd, Patnode 4th, and Kimball 5th. Patnode thinking about making a pass here as we come down to finish it, but it's going to be McMichael for the win. Jarvenpaugh, Chapin, Patnode, and Kimball with Kaiser, your final qualifier. Pretty even starts. The green comes out. Zahensky will take them into turn 2. Let's see who comes out of turn 2 with the lead. It's Zahensky with Blow right on his, literally on his bumper, coming into the corner. On the outside, Kim Rivette. Zahensky and Blow pull away. Carzello comes up the inside with Gagne right on his tail. Got to really be set up to run the outside in a modified here. And it's a struggle for Kim Rivette. She's going to drop in behind Gagne now and ride with the train. Brad Zahensky and Trevor Blow, both rookies coming out of other more youth-oriented racing divisions over the last several years. They're not rookies in terms of racing, but certainly in a modified they are. Trevor Blow trying to set Zahensky up for an inside pass. You can just see the way that car's coming down the chute, looking inside to see if there's enough daylight. Zahensky's protecting the inside. 2 to go. And Carzello trying to make an inside move. Zahensky, Blow, Carzello, and Gagne. Gagne thinking about going up high, but knows better of it. 1 lap to go. Bubble car right now is the 99 for Kim Rivette. Now Blow's looking inside, trying for the checkers. No, it's going to be Zahensky with the win. Second goes to Trevor Blow with Keith Carzello, Brent Gagne, and Kim Rivette, your qualifiers.
And the 13 of Ryan Bigelow. Ryan's got a win in the NEMA Lights this year, subbing for one of his brothers. He runs the full NEMA division with that number 13. Then Paul Dangerous Scally inside row 2 in the 30, and Todd Bertrand in the 39. Set to go 8 laps. Here they come. Green flag. Side by side for the lead, and Pete Bernasiglio will jump out front first in the number 80. Here comes the 13 of Ryan Bigelow. Bigelow trying to challenge Bernasiglio up on the outside. That's not going to work. Now Todd Bertrand working the inside of Bigelow. And the caution is out for Seth Carlson on the backstretch in the number 71. Carlson turned around facing the wrong way, so we're under caution. We mentioned Butchie was the third-place finisher when the NEMA Midgets first came to Monadnock back in July of 1972. That win for Dave Humphrey was the first of 5 for the great Dave Humphrey here at Monadnock. We'll find out who's going to win tonight when we get the feature time, but right now we get a complete heat number 1. Pete Perniciglio and Ryan Bigelow in the front row. Green flag. Bigelow trying to make a run, and they just touch out of turn 2. Bigelow comes right back, and now he's got to contend with Todd Bertrand. Bertrand on the inside, Bigelow on the outside. As they come to the cross flags halfway through heat number 1. Pitching them sideways like they're dirt tracking off that 4th turn. Looks like they're racing on dirt the way they come through that turn. Pete Perniciglio the leader. Bigelow 2nd. Todd Bertrand 3rd. Russ Storer is 4th. And Ian Cummins rounds out the top 5 with 2 laps to go. Bigelow the new leader. Perniciglio trying to hold off Todd Bertrand. Bertrand hanging tough up on the outside, goes to 2nd. Here comes Ian Cummins. Cummins on the move from 5th to 3rd, and the checkered flag flies. Ryan Bigelow, the winner. Fought hard for the lead and got it with just a couple of laps to go. Todd Bertrand finishes 2nd in the 39th. In the 15A. The Motorcars International Skagers Edge entry, son of the great Russ Storer in that 15A. And the defending champion John Zick in the number 9. Green flag. Chambers to the lead from the outside pole position. And starts to run away as Doug Cleveland has his hands full. Look at the 47 of Randy Cabral, making it look easy down on the inside of the racetrack. Like on rails, Cabral is on the move. Just like that, he's underneath Jim Chambers. Trying to take the lead away. Cabral on the bottom, Chambers up top. Side by side, and this time, just by a nose on the backstretch. Chambers doesn't want to give up. Trying to fight back on the outside as they get the cross flags. Randy is clear now, in the lead in the 47. Chambers is 2nd. Bethany Storer is 3rd. Avery Storer is 4th. And John Zick rounding out the top 5 in the number 9. Two to go. Randy Cabral has opened up a very comfortable lead in that number 47. He is clicking off some fast laps. Checkered flag is in the air, and Randy Cabral will win it. Jim Chambers will finish 2nd. Bethany Storer for 3rd. Avery Storer 4th, just nipping John Zick at the line, who will finish 5th. Doug Cleveland 6th, and James Santa Maria will be 7th. Well, we talked about...
And for some reason, it doesn't look like Toby's going to make it into this qualifier. So it's Eric Silvernail in the 4, Chris Davis is 16, the 19, O'Shea, 93, Paquette, 27, Kyle Boniface, son of the late Jim, 31 is Matt Croto, then Tim LeBlanc, Chris Christolitis, Matt Somerville. Here we go. Quickly out in front is Davis. They stack him up around Silvernail. Boniface is going to take to the outside. Bounces off the left front and takes over 2nd. It'll be Tim O'Shea 3rd, Silvernail fourth, LeBlanc fifth, then Paquette, Renault, Crystallitis, Croto, and Somerville. Silvernail out right up against the wall on that pass. Trying to stay with Hillary now as they slide off turn 2. Davis and Boniface pushing hard. O'Shea running third, led for a good part of the feature last week before giving way to Boniface. Halfway now. This will be lap 5. Chris Davis and Kyle Boniface. Kyle trying to get down to the bottom. He gets into Davis and turns him around. And that'll bring out a caution. Let's hope he gets out of the way before someone broadsides him. And we will continue this qualifier with Tim O'Shea at the point, Tim LeBlanc, Tim Paquette, and Hillary Renault. Here they come. And leading it off, it'll be LeBlanc ahead of the 19 of O'Shea, with Hillary running third, Paquette fourth, and fifth for Chris Crystallitis. Then Eric Silvernail and Matt Croto. Tim O'Shea looks inside on LeBlanc. Two to go. O'Shea and LeBlanc duking it out for first. And it'll be O'Shea at the line. Paquette still third with Renault and the 28 of Chris Crystallitis. 1 to go. O'Shea. Tim LeBlanc. Paquette. The win goes to Tim O'Shea as he crosses the line. Tim LeBlanc second. Third for Tim Paquette, Hillary Renault, and Chris Crystallitis.